beautiful people, it's Courtney. I hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. Today I'm back with another 100% honest, underrated slime shop review. You guys seem to love these videos, so of course I'm going to keep throwing them at you. Hope you have been loving them. Definitely make sure to click that subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed. I post 3 times a week, usually slime videos, but also challenges and life hacks and all kinds of fun stuff. Definitely make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any new videos. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump. This first package is from LAYZSLIME, and her slimes are absolutely amazing. Everything was packaged so nicely. She sent a cute little card and some extras and also some candy, and she had stickers as well. Her instruction sheets were also super in-depth, which I think is great, and she even had her own logo stickers, which I think are the cutest. Now, the only thing I will say, I was so confused why this one came in different bubble wrap than the rest. I'm not really sure. And then it was bubble wrapped like the rest inside, so that's the only thing I was just kind of confused about. But she also sent a 3-ounce slime for Andy, which I thought was so sweet. Normally I don't show like the little sample extra slimes, but this one was just too sweet, and I loved the texture. This was like her therapy dough slime, and it was just so nice. I just wanted to show it to you guys quickly. But on to the first full-size slime. This is called Bread Puddin', and it is an 8-ounce, and it's a thick white slime, and it has a lot of cubes and pom-poms in it, which I think was a really interesting texture. I've never had the two of those together, and it was a thick white base, and it also was scented like bread and milk. To me, it definitely smelled like milk a lot, but the texture on this was absolutely incredible. It wasn't sticky at all, and it was super clicky while still being nice and thick, and I just really liked the texture of all the different pom-poms and cubes in it. So this one was definitely one of my favorites from her, probably my favorite that I got from her, because I just love this one so much. This next slime from her is called Piglet Cream, which is this beautiful pink butter slime, and I also loved this one, although it did deflate some in the mail. I'm not sure, maybe shaving foam was used. That's usually what causes slime to deflate. I thought maybe it would inflate afterward after I played with it, but it didn't. It pretty much stayed this size, but it was scented like cake and sweet milk, and to me it just smelled like bakery. It smelled so good, like fresh baked goods, and the color was just gorgeous. It was a perfect butter slime, super spreadable. It definitely had a good amount of clay in it to make it a true butter slime, but it was really soft and fluffy, so this one was a fantastic butter slime, and it smelled amazing. This next one, I was just like, wow, this is a cookie cutter perfect clear slime. I mean, look at the bubble. That's when you know, when the bubble like slowly rises, that's how you know it's a good clear slime. It was not sticky at all. She sent it overactivated, that way it would arrive perfectly, which it did, and it wasn't sticky. It had a great thick texture to it. I just cannot say enough good things, and she even made this charm herself, which I think is awesome. And another cool thing is this was scented like fresh rain is the scent of it, and it smelled so good, and it was still like perfectly clear even though it had a scent in it. So this one is so amazing. She has her clear slimes on point. No wonder it's her signature clear slime, because this was amazing. Super impressed. It's really hard to nail a clear slime, and she definitely did it. next package is from ARCHISLIME, and everything again was packaged really nicely. There were some purple and white foam beads that she sent as extras that kind of leaked everywhere, so there, if you see foam beads flying around, that's what it's from. But she sent all these candies, and like Mentos are my favorite, they're so good, and some instructions, some extra borax, and everything was packaged really nicely. And like I said, she sent some extra foam beads, which were super cute. But all the slimes were packaged great, nothing spilled or leaked, and the packaging was so cute. These are like little tiny mason jars almost. They're adorable. I love these jars, and they even had like a clear lid on top. This first slime came with some orange foam beads, so I added it to them, and they also had a bunch, it was like a slushy bead slime. So this one was super fun. As you could tell, the foam beads kind of went everywhere. I made a little bit of a mess, but this one was really sticky at first, so I went ahead and activated it some, but it just, I don't know, for some reason there was a ton of fallout. This was me as I was activating it. It was still sticky, so I added a little more, but as I was mixing it, it still had a lot of fallout, so I think maybe a little less slushy beads would help with the fallout. But it was super crunchy. If I just kind of played with it like this, it worked great. There wasn't too much fallout, so that's what I did for this video. If you played with it too much, then that's when the fallout would happen. This next slime is called the Town of Unicorn, and again, it came with some pastel foam beads and a unicorn charm on the side. So I absolutely love how she did that on the slide, so you can mix them in yourself. And this was like a hot pink butter slime, and this one was scented just like the Juicy Couture perfume. It smelled amazing. It was a little bit on the strong side, but it smelled so good. It literally just smells so fruity and delicious, and I love the color of all the pastel foam beads and this charm. Just the color combo on this was great. It was also a really good butter slime, so I think this one was so pretty. This is probably my favorite that she sent, and I don't know, I was just super impressed. I absolutely love this one. It was beautiful. This last one is called Melting Cheese, which, oh my gosh, you guys, this literally looks like nacho cheese. It came with the charm. I think the color is like perfect. I could not have named it better. It was just great. I don't think this one was scented. I couldn't really pick up on anything, but it was an awesome texture. It didn't have to be activated at all. It was thick and really clicky, and I just really enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun to play with. So this was called Melted Cheese. This last package is from Slimy Babes, and there were a few things that I wanted to point out about the packaging. So for this package, she only used 2 stamps, so you definitely want to make sure that you have enough postage to cover the weight. Otherwise, your buyer is going to have to pay for the extra postage, or it'll get returned for you. So the UPS stamped this as not enough postage, so keep that in mind. Make sure you weigh your package, and also I would recommend using some kind of bubble wrap. This one didn't have any bubble wrap on the slime or the envelope. It was just a plain envelope. Luckily, nothing happened to it, but I would definitely recommend improving on that if you want to compete with some of the more famous slime shops, especially if people are spending a good amount of money. It also came with this like Elmer's glue note, which I was kind of confused since it wasn't like an Elmer's glue slime or anything. And yeah, so everything on here, I would definitely recommend improving on packaging. If you want to run a business and turn it into a business versus a hobby, you definitely need to invest some money, because there's like some marks on the labels, and the way it was taped, I actually had to rip off all the labels when I took it off. So that's another thing to keep in mind, because you definitely want people to remember where this slime is from. That way they could tell all their friends about it. Now on her note, she wrote that this was a 5-ounce slime, but this is definitely more around the 8 to 10 ounce. So definitely make sure you realize like what size your packaging is, because then you could charge more for your slime if you're giving people more. So that's something that you should also kind of weigh and keep in mind. So this is called Unicorn Crotch, which is a bit of a different name, but the slime itself was great. It was really clicky. The bubble pops were amazing. So I have a ton of positive things to say about the actual slime, but packaging is definitely important too and shouldn't be forgot about, especially when people look at an underrated slime shop versus a more famous slime shop. If the prices are pretty comparable, they're probably going to go with the famous slime shop if the packaging isn't as great and things like that. So it's just something to keep in mind when you're expanding your business. You always have to invest in your store if you want it to improve and to make some good money at it. So the slime itself was great. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, just listen to the bubble pops. If you made it to the end of the video, you are part of my hashtag slime squad. This is a hashtag that I come up with, a different one at the end of every video for those of you who watch to the very end. If you missed my past few videos, you could click on over to the side of me, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.